Welcome back to the shop, friends. So previously I put a poll up asking 12 volt DeWalt or 12 volt Milwaukee. Now to my surprise, more people voted for the 12 volt Milwaukee. I also got one really good answer on why they preferred the 12 volt tools from Milwaukee over DeWalt or anything else. And well, that was compelling enough for me to purchase it. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at it, and then I'll tell you why I went with a 12 volt tool and a Milwaukee tool over, well, 18 volt or anything else. Okay, so let's just dig into it. What did I get? Well, obviously I got a M12 drill driver fuel Milwaukee combo, and it even came with a 6 amp hour battery, which is supposedly the big one and the good one. So there's that. But yeah, I got 3 batteries in here, which is perfect because I plan to get a lot more tools, which is the reason why I went with Milwaukee 12 volt to begin with. I wanted options with tools, right? To me, it's more about the battery system than it is about the actual tool, because if your battery system only has 3 tools in it, then what good is it? And from my understanding, the DeWalt, from what I looked at, well, that's kind of a nice bag. The DeWalts that I looked at, the 12 volt DeWalts, had very few tools, and a lot of them were the same. So basically drills and impact drivers and really nothing more for the 12 volt line. That's a big chunky zipper. Not that I care, I won't be putting the tools in the bag, but yeah. Oh yeah, see look, 300 plus solutions or something like that. Yeah, so I went with this line specifically because I wanted a whole bunch of tools. Man, I can already hear the comments, oh, you should have went 18 volt, you should have went with DeWalt. Why did you do that? Why'd you go with Milwaukee or whatever? Well, again, I've always had really good luck with Milwaukee. They've always been good to me. They've always lasted. I mean, the last video I mounted a vise with a Milwaukee drill was 18 years old, or over 18 years old. It was an old 18 volt Milwaukee, and that thing has been around for a long time and been abused. We have used that a lot. So I think Milwaukee make good tools. They make really good batteries. And again, that's the important thing to me, right? Is the battery system. I don't think anything is very good if you can only get 3 tools. And so I already told you why I wanted the 12 volt, because I wanted the size, right? Yeah, that's nice. I like how that does that. I wanted the small size so that I could more easily fit the tools into tight spaces. Well, the reason I went with Milwaukee over anything else, to be honest, was because of the amount of tools they have. I'm gonna have to figure out a mounting solution for this. I don't like this. This is not working as well as I thought it was going to. We'll do this for now though. Now, out of everything, the one tool that I wanted for working on vehicles specifically was that cordless impact ratchet. I'm trying to reduce my load on needing a air compressor. I do have one. It's getting old. I'm gonna have to replace it, but I don't have the room for a huge shop air compressor. As much as I would want one, I just don't have the room for it. So for that reason, I'm trying to go with tools that will get me away from using that's a nice battery too. That will get me away from using an air compressor. So the other thing I bought these for, like I mentioned, was to do small little projects around the house or around our place. So for example, I have this remote here. This actually controls my lights for the garage and everything, which is kind of nice. But these remotes, I'm constantly setting them down everywhere and getting them lost. So what I thought I'd do is, well, let's use the new impact to go ahead and put this up. These are really tiny screws. I don't know how they're gonna hold in this drywall, but I figured there's probably a stud sitting here if these are long enough. So what we can do is try to get that in there. There we go. We'll see how long that actually holds because it's not in a stud, but now I have a little remote. Thinking more about this, I think I'm gonna move my radio here. Completely different spot. That doesn't need to be there. If you're wondering why I have this out here, no, it's not so I can talk to Helen, because we're right next to each other. But I have that there so that I can listen to the police. I turned it into a police scanner, so I like listening to that. Let's see, maybe something like this. Now, don't get me wrong here. The power of the 18 volt tools are not lost on me. I realize that the 18 volt tools are they're gonna have so much more power. Okay, so let's do a quick discussion real quick here before we go. And I'm gonna throw a hypothetical at you. So if you had to stick a drill up in the undercarriage of a vehicle, right? Let's say you have to wire wheel something for whatever reason. Which one would you choose? This big old thing or this thing? Hit the comments below, let me know which one you would choose. And do you really think this one's not gonna be able to do that job because it's a 12-volt tool? I'm guessing that this is gonna do just fine for something like that. And that's the point, right? If you're a contractor and you need an all-day battery and you just gotta go, and you're doing heavy-duty construction stuff, 18-volt tools, I get it, go for it. I've used them, they're fantastic. DeWalt, Makita, or Milwaukee, I've used both. I think they're great tools. But more importantly for me, I think that the 12-volt line is perfect because they're so small, right? I can fish them into places with like in automotive work that you just can't get other tools. And then also think of it like a cost-wise, right? We all have to pay attention to what we're spending. Well, most of us have budgets and stuff that we have to pay attention to, right? Not all of us have infinite amounts of money. And so by doing this, I can actually get more tools that make my life more efficiently easier. I'll give you an example. So I know that the 18-volt version of these tools, right? This is a hammer drill, and this is an impact driver that came in a pack. But the comparative version of this with the 18-volt batteries and all that stuff, I want to say it's like $350, $400, somewhere around there. Where this is $199, and it came with an extra battery. But $199, that means I have about $150, $200 to go buy extra batteries or even more tools to make other areas of my life more efficient. So the cost savings for 12-volt is there. There's a reason a lot of people like the 12-volt tools. There's a reason Milwaukee's been making so many 12-volt tools, because it makes sense in a lot of areas. Not everyone needs an 18-volt tool, like an 18-volt impact driver that can just drive 1,000 screws all day long. Not everyone needs that, but some people do need a 12-volt inspection camera. Some people do need maybe a 12-volt grease gun. Or maybe you're a mechanic and a 12-volt ratchet is what you need. Probably better than the big old 18-volt ratchets that are like that long, because you really just can't fish them that many places. So that's my point. Compact is nice, cheaper is nice. I think they're really good tools. Let me know in the comments below what you think about them. Did I make a mistake? Should I have gone a different route? Why? Why not? I don't think I did. I think I made a good purchase. So with that, guys, if you like the channel, hit subscribe down below. If you like the video, please leave a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. And I'm gonna go see if I can go play with these things. So with that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's see how many things I can go hang with this.